Zach Bryan is, of course, no stranger to controversy. He had that recent altercation with Gavin Adcock, but now it's a new song he's been teasing called Bad News, where he lashes out at ICE deportation efforts throughout the U.S., and it's got John Rich of Big and Rich absolutely seeing red. This isn't just a simple disagreement over lyrics. John Rich is claiming this new track is proof of a deeper problem in Nashville, even comparing Zach Bryan to the Dixie Chicks. So what exactly did Zach say in the new song to cause such a firestorm? And why does Rich believe Nashville is now, quote, full of guys like this? Of course, Zach Bryan has had those repeated controversies between his run-ins with the law, his very public feuds on social media, and just his general unfiltered personality. He's a guy who keeps people talking, but this time the conversation is shifting from his personal life to his politics, all thanks to a song he teased called Bad News. The song starts off like a lot of Zach Bryan songs, talking about missing his girl and his degenerate friends. He even seems to reference his own arrest from last year, calling the cops, quote, cocky mother. But it's the second verse where things take a hard political turn. Bryan sings, quote, and ICE is gonna come, bust down your door, try to build a house, no one builds no more. He then references his hero, Bruce Springsteen, saying, the boss stopped bumping, the rock stopped rolling, before delivering the hook. I got some bad news. The fading of the red, white, and blue. Well, it didn't take long for one of country music's most outspoken conservatives, John Rich, to weigh in. He went straight to social media and blasted Bryan, writing, quote, Nashville is full of guys like this. He didn't stop there. In another post, he directly compared Zach Bryan's new lyrics to the Dixie Chicks, comparison that carries a lot of weight in country music history, referencing the career backlash they faced after criticizing the president back in 2003. For John Rich, this isn't just about one song. He sees it as a symptom of a much larger issue he's been warning about for years. During a recent interview, Rich claimed that around 2010, the culture on Music Row began to change. He said, the old school patriotic label heads were replaced by executives from New York and LA who brought a liberal agenda with them. In his words, he said, when the new guy comes in, he would start changing the culture of that label, which bled all the way down to the artist, and it bled all the way down into the publicity departments, and what kind of songs you were allowed to cut and not cut. Rich has also been critical of the political shift in the city of Nashville itself, once saying that liberals from other states have overrun the city, quote, like locusts, coming for the low taxes, but then electing officials that change the culture for the worse. So when John Rich hears a superstar artist like Zach Bryan sing about ICE and the fading of the red, white, and blue, he doesn't just hear a song, he hears confirmation of his biggest fears about the direction of country music and Music City. So far, Zach Bryan hasn't responded to John Rich's comments. The big question is now whether he'll release the full version of Bad News and what the fallout will be if he does. It's safe to say these two won't be collaborating anytime soon. What do you all think? Let me know down in the comments.